This is Karen's Communique number 34. I'm Karen Del Bowerman, Chair of the Clark County, Washington Council, and today is Friday, October 7, 2022. I'll keep you posted on the status of the November 8 general election, knowing that 3 county council district openings will be filled. Elections has already mailed the November voters pamphlet, so you should have it by now. It is customary for the annual Vancouver Library Capital Facility Area Board to meet right before County Council meets once in October. And this is the independent taxing area that was formed by voter approval in 2005. The board approved, when it met this week, the budget request for the county assessor to levy taxes to pay the principal and interest that's due next year on the bonds that were refinanced in 2016. The amount to be collected in 2023, $3.35 million. In response to important questions from the board and from the public, these funds are not for operations or programs, but only for principal and interest due on the bonds. A resolution was passed designating Ken Lader as the county engineer. He then introduced resolutions that were approved. One for reviewing the petition to vacate a portion of Northwest Lancaster Road, and another on a 3-to-1 vote reviewing the request to convert a portion of a private road, Southeast 356th Avenue, to a public road. Hearings on both will be held in early 2023. Following a public hearing, Council adopted an ordinance approving the Public Safety and Criminal Justice Sales and Use Tax, passed by the voters in August 2022 for notification to the Washington State Department of Revenue so that our first disbursement can come in March 2023. For those of you with questions about the transition of corrections to the county manager's office, please reference the FAQs page on Jail Management Transition. And if you have a question with broad interest that's not answered on that page, please send it in and we'll post it and the response. Misunderstandings about Clark County process come out at a time like this, and we have an opportunity to correct misinformation. I'll give you just one example. One person wrote in about how terrible it is that we took away the authority of the sheriff to decide who goes to jail and how long they stay. Even worse, they wrote, is to let an unelected county manager decide that now. Whew, nothing about that is correct. The sheriff doesn't determine who is held in the jail and for how long. Judges do that. Judges fulfill that function now and will continue to do so after the transition. So take a look at those facts if you're so inclined, because they may be informative for you. See you next week.